Hello, in this Visual Basic programming video, I am going to show you regular expressions. They're also known as regex. So if you ever see that, chances are if you do development for any relatively, I won't even say long period of time at all, you will come across the term regex. People don't always explain what it is, but it essentially just allows you to get a string and check if it matches some sort of format. So the more complex examples of this are if you're online, for example, or even in an application, you have a user login form. The user can type in, let's say, an email address and a password, and the regex can actually be used to see if the input for the email text box is actually a valid email. Not valid in does it exist, but valid in the format, because an email has to be something like hello@hello.com, for example. So if there's no at in there, then it's not an email. If there's no, let's say, .com or .something at the end, then it's not a valid email. So these are sort of stuff that regex can check. It's not just restricted to email. You could do it to check if something exists, like a letter, a character, or a string in another string, and that's what we're going to be covering. Okay, so to work with regular expressions, we need to import the system.text.regularExpressions module, and this just allows us to use a whole heap of functionality that Visual Basic has built in around regular expressions. So first of all, we're going to create a variable, and I'm going to call it match C, and the data type is going to be match collection, and this is going to equal to regex dot matches, and here we put the actual string itself. What I'm going to do is create another string separately. I'm going to say dim, I'll just call it str string, and I'm just going to assign it a sentence. I'm going to say hello, this is Rahan. Okay, and we're going to put that there. We also need the actual expression itself, and the regular expression is basically sort of the format that we want. So I'm going to write a brief format, and this is basically going to check if what should we check? Actually, we'll check if it actually starts with a particular letter. And we can do that. It's pretty simple, to be fair. So we can just say dim expression string equals. So this is a string itself, and it starts with a backslash b and uppercase s asterisk. Okay, that's pretty cool. So if I save that, actually we're not running it yet. There's really no need to save it. And I'll just write an expression right here. No. So if it actually matches, we could, do something with this. So we can say, so what we could do is you can think of it like we could loop over this, set of data, or we could just essentially get this right here and check if it's true. So I'll just print that out, why not? So if I just do one more, what do I want to do? Console.writeLine, and I'm going to say match C, run it, let's see what we get. Okay. Oh yeah, and sorry, I wanted it to begin with a. If it began with a H, my bad. And even then, that won't, Oh, sorry, this was meant to be an escape character. What am I doing? What am I doing indeed? Oh, sorry, I'm keep switching the wrong one. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Now I know what I'm doing. There we go. Okay, so what we could do is, just loop over it. And we could loop over it pretty simply. It's pretty simple, to be fair. We just do. And sorry, I'm almost forgetting how to loop over stuff. Oh no. For each. And we're going to loop over this. So we're going to say dim loopy, you can call it whatever you want, as match. So this will just check for every single match. So if we do match, for each loopy in match C, we will just simply do console.writeLine loopy. And what we'll do is actually have another variable called dim, and this is meant to be loopy. We'll have a dim as in counter as integer, and this is going to equal 0. So every time this runs, this will just get incremented. So we can actually, see how many times it's getting run. Counter plus plus and equals counter plus 1. And now we can just do console.writeLine, and we are going to write out counter. Now if we run it, see, so we get 1 there. That's pretty cool. So it prints out 1, and just writes out the line of loopy as well, because it exists inside of it. Let me have a look at something. For some reason I feel like I'm missing something. Just give me a moment. Oh, that's fine. Yep, that's all good. And obviously if I were to change this to J, for example, it doesn't pop up because it's not valid. It doesn't get into here, so it doesn't print out what it matches in, and it doesn't add this. So that's regular expression. Like I said, you can do quite a lot with them. You can check for the format of an email. You could check for length as well. There's like a whole wide variety of techniques that you can use. What I'm going to do is provide some links to help you with regular expressions, because it can get a bit confusing if you're just trying to type them in here, or provide a website where it explains what they are a bit more if you want to know a bit more in depth. And I'll also provide a website where you can sort of put some basic parameters, and it will just give you the regular expression that is the more common use case. That's it for this video. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out, and I look forward to seeing you in the next programming video.